So Japan just ranked the strongest characters in One Piece, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it kind of seems like it was a popularity poll, and I know usually that's what these rankings seem like, but man, I could not believe some of the rankings that I saw. For example, Blackbeard and Big Mom are two characters that you would expect to be on this ranking, and they're not even on it at all. That's crazy. So I had to make a video to talk about these rankings with you guys, because I know I'm not the only one that feels some type of way about this. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so and join the crew. Let's take a look at this list. At number 20, they have our guy Kozuki Oden. Now look, I'm happy to see Oden get some love in the top 20, because honestly, I don't see a lot of love shown for Oden in the One Piece community. I have some things to say about this, especially due to some of the characters that are in front of him on this ranking, but at the moment, I'm just happy to see Oden getting some love. We're just gonna leave it at that for now. We're just gonna leave it at that. The next one is a character I needed to get to talk about. At 19, they have Rocks D. Zabek. The Rocks. The Rocks that, you know, rivaled Roger, that it took Roger and Garp to take down. That Rocks. The Rocks that recruited Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki. That Rocks at 19. Even though we don't know a lot about him yet. Just off the hype alone, I feel like the only thing that could nerf him out is if we find out something that solidifies, okay, he's just like a buggy character. But until then, he needs to be up there in top 5. You know, at 19 is crazy. But yeah, the list continues. Let's see who they have stronger than Rocks. At number 18, we have Fujitora. I'm okay with that because Broken Devil Fruit, we still don't know a lot about him. We know he's most likely gonna have some broken observation hockey. So that's cool that they're even having him on the top 20 on here. But I mean, come on, stronger than Rocks? Even stronger than Oden? I don't even know if I would put Fujitora stronger than Oden. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Fujitora at 18, of course, Rocks at 19. We just gotta move on from that. At number 17 is another character that I personally had an issue with being at 17. It's Shiki. Shiki, again, another OG who rivaled characters such as Whitebeard, Roger, fought Prime Garp and Sengoku. A broken devil fruit. We don't know a lot about his devil fruit, but come on, you can levitate. That's a broken devil fruit. You can levitate yourself and anything you touch. I do think that the Strong World film kind of hurts Shiki with this, because I've even had to get in debates with people in my comment section when they're talking down on Shiki, and I'm like, you guys realize, like, the Strong World film, that's not canon Shiki. Like, canon Shiki is a completely different beast. So maybe they have him at 17 for, I don't know. The list is already all over the place. At number 16, we have Kizaru. You guys know how I feel about Kizaru. Do have a lot of mixed feelings about him, but do feel like, one, he does have a completely broken devil fruit, one of my favorite devil fruits in the story. I just feel like he's always holding back. A lot of the new information we've received, like, about him in the manga now makes me feel like he's just conflicted. You know, later on in the future, he would be more solidified in the top 20, so I think having him in the top 20 is fine. Again, having him over certain characters like Shiki, I don't know about that. I do have him over Fujitora and Rocks. No comment. It's just no comment when it comes to Rocks. Now, number 15, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty shocked. We have King at 15. I don't know why I keep saying we, because this is not our ranking. They have King at 15, and honestly, come on now, I don't have him over Kizaru. I don't. Come on, I can't say that King is already Admiral level, stronger than an Admiral. No, that just adds to Zoro's stocks way more than it should right now. You know, Zoro's my guy, but that alone, right there, putting King over certain characters like that, again, bonkers, wild. I can't have him over Kizaru. I don't know about that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. At number 14, they put Sengoku. Now, I'm just going off of assumption, thinking that it has to be Prime Sengoku they're talking about because of all time. And what I have to say about that is hell no. I'm fine with some people having their opinions and everything, but I'm sorry, enough is enough sometimes. You're telling me now Prime Sengoku is not even top 10. So we got Rocks at 19. We have Sengoku at 14. The same Sengoku that was on tier with Garp. I just feel like he personally does not get the shine that he would get because he is buddies with Garp, you know, so he's just in the shadow of that. But what? I get there's a lot we still don't know about him and his mythical Zoan, because we've only seen it like, what, just one time in Marineford. We know that he's at least a confirmed Conqueror's Hockey user, so going off of some assumptions, if we're going off of this stuff, he should at least be a little bit high. Again, popularity poll, it has to be. At number 13, they put Aokiji, so they have Aokiji over here stronger than a Prime Sengoku, and that's pretty crazy, especially since that's not even in the top 10. I know that we've seen a lot now from Aokiji in Egghead. If you ask me the current strongest One Piece characters right now, you know, not counting like characters that are gone, I do have Aokiji in the top 10 easy. But on here, having him at 13, especially when you see some of the characters that are above him, I don't know about that. That's pretty crazy. Like in Egghead, we've seen more of his hockey now. We've seen more of his combat feats with his devil fruit. We still know about, you know, what went down with him and Akainu at Punk Hazard. So that's wild. At number 12, they put Benny Beckman, Mr. Ben Beckman, Shanks' right-hand man, and look, that just might be what got him right there, because we don't know really anything about him. Like what, the only thing that's said about Ben Beckman is he's just as feared as Shanks. That just gets taken the wrong way sometimes. We're like, oh, okay, he's just as strong as Shanks. I don't think that's what it is at all. So having him even on this list, to me, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I wouldn't be shocked if Ben Beckman was maybe like, I don't know where Rox was or Odin was. I'd be like, okay, you know, maybe having him top 20 there could be fair, but at the same time, with characters that aren't even on here like Blackbeard and Big Mom, nah, man, nah, come on, that's absolutely crazy. Where is Big Mom and Blackbeard? That makes no sense to me. Blackbeard, in-game villain, in-game antagonist, 2 devil fruits, 2 broken devil fruits, the parallel to Rox. Come on now, come on. All right, let's keep this going, because the next one's crazy for me too. At number 11, they have Akainu or Akainu. I don't know the right way to pronounce it. I've heard people pronouncing it so many different ways now. They have him at 11. The Fleet Admiral at 11. I don't know. He has the most destructive offensive devil fruit. Fleet Admiral, if we go off the narrative, he's gonna have all 3 types of haki. There's so much baggage when it comes to Akainu because of Ace, Luffy, and you're telling me he's at 11. He's not even top 10, but he's stronger than Rox. Now we're halfway through, and already, guys, I told you, it was a wild ride. It's a wild list, but we're about to dive into the top 10, so I hope you're ready for this. So at number 10, they have Monkey D. Dragon. Now, me personally, I do see Dragon as end of story as one of the strongest characters in the story. So all time, yeah, having him top 10. Should he be right in the bottom of 10 over certain characters that have made the top 10? You know, sure, we still don't know a lot about his devil fruit, but he is the head of the Revolutionary Army. That's funny how they put him just one spot over Akainu. At number 9, they have Kaido. At number 9, they have Kaido. Nueve Kaido. See, this is tough for me because me personally, I do feel like feat-wise, Kaido has shown the most feats in One Piece. I could be wrong about that. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments below. But just in Wano alone, let's rewind. His introduction into the story, he fell off a cloud from the sky and just survived that and got up like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was his introduction, and then he just never stopped cooking since then. And we're just gonna have him at 9 over certain characters because guess what? At number 8, they have Roronoa Zoro. I can't talk because I'm that shook. Roronoa Zoro, our guy Zoro, one of my favorite characters, at 8 over Kaido, over Akainu, over Aokiji. It doesn't make sense to me because look, I get it. He was able to cut Kaido, but I hope he was able to cut Kaido because he's a swordsman. I feel like that just gets taken way over the top with it. He can't control Enema yet. He will not be able to beat a character like that on a 1v1 until he even learns how to use Enema the proper way. Before that, I won't even have Zoro in top 10, you know? So having Zoro at top 10 for me is crazy, and Zoro is my guy. All right, so right after Zoro, we have Luffy at number 7. Having Luffy on the all-time list, top 10, I guess that's fair. I don't know. I don't know if 7, especially with some of these other characters, once we rearrange them, you know, I don't think he would still be in the 7 position. But at the same time, I'm okay with having Luffy in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? For the longest time, he's never been the strongest character in his verse and still is not. It's not talked about enough. Let's just go with it. Let's see what's next on here. Let's talk about the next one. At number 6, we have Dark King Rayleigh. Unlike Benny Beckman, we at least know some things about Rayleigh and his power. One of the best hockey users in the story. Don't know everything about his hockey, but we know enough to know that, I mean, come on, straight beast, right-hand man to Roger. Wasn't going to be a weak character, a weak hockey user if you're the right-hand man to Goldie Roger, but still having him over some of these characters that were mentioned and ranked lower than him, questionable. Having Shiki that low bothers me. Again, Blackbeard and Big Mom are not on here. Have to repeat that again. Yeah, so they have Silver's Rayleigh at number 6. Again, I can see popularity poll. Now we're breaking into the top 5, and at number 5, they have Monkey D. Garp. Look, I can agree with Garp being in the top 5, but he should be higher. When we think about everything that he has done and things that he has now confirmed and proved that he is capable of doing, there's no question that Prime Garp back then he wasn't a fraud. He was about it. Top 3. Arguably, you could have Garp at top 3. But rival Roger teamed up with Roger to fight Rox and the Rox Pirates. We still need to figure out what all went down there, but I mean, come on now. Having Garp at 5, I would personally have him higher. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 spots possibly, but let's talk about the next one. At number 4, they have Mr. Dracula Mihawk. At number 4, man, they got Mihawk in the top 5. Look, I personally still need to see more from Mihawk. We don't even know if he has Conqueror's Haki, but of course, just like I said with Akainu, we're going off the narrative, he's gonna have it. Top 5 though? That's tough. I don't know if I can say Mihawk top 5. We know more about Shanks than Mihawk. And even though it's not a lot, people can still use that in a debate when it comes to Mihawk and Shanks because facts are facts, we've seen more from Shanks than Mihawk. But yeah, they got Mihawk at number 4. At number 3, they do have our guy Red Hair Shanks. They have Shanks above Mihawk, so at least over there, they really do think Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. You guys know you guys know exactly where I stand with this. Look, I do feel like Mihawk is the stronger swordsman, but when it comes to straight up just combat skill and everything overall, I do feel like Shanks's bag is deeper, and I do have him stronger than Mihawk. Would I have Shanks in my top 5? I would. Right now from what we've seen, especially currently, top 5. Now all time, things could get shaky, but you have a good argument on why Shanks could be top 5 all time. We've seen his crazy hockey feats. I already know there's going to be more. 3's fine on here. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And of course, it's not a surprise. The top 2 and 1 are 2 characters that go back and forth when people debate on who is stronger. It's Whitebeard and Roger. You could easily say it's a tie, because I mean, look, Roger was a straight just hockey beast, and then he had his sword Ace, and we've seen just a few things from Roger, but what we've seen was just devastating, you know? And then you have Whitebeard. You have Whitebeard who has a 12th grade blade. You had the Guru Guru no Mi, one of the most broken devil fruits in the story. All 3 types of hockey, incredibly strong. You know, just like when Sengoku said that Whitebeard had the power to destroy the world. It's funny how we haven't heard that said yet about Blackbeard, who should be on this list. They have Whitebeard at 2 and Roger at 1. I'm okay with that. But yeah, guys, that's the ranking right there. I told you it was a wild one. I told you. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what your rankings are and which characters you would move around, because there is some rearranging that needs to be done. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so and join the crew. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and until I see you guys next time, much love and God bless.